Hi everybody, I hope everybody is doing well. So this reading is going to be about Riley Strain. At this point I think we probably all have heard of him. But he is a 22-year-old that went missing in Nashville and they're trying to locate him. So far it seems like he's disappeared into thin air, which I do not believe. I personally feel like this has something to do with his fraternity. But this reading itself is going to be about his shirt. I want to know what the truth is about the homeless person wearing his shirt. Is that true? Because my gut feeling, I don't know. So we'll just see what comes up. And I also would like to know about, is the homeless population involved in this? Like, is the homeless population of Nashville involved in this crime? Bottom of the deck, solar plexus chakra. So this is just basically like, I can. I feel like maybe this was the energy that was pushing Riley that night. Feeling like he's like thinking like, I can get away. So I'm just gonna shuffle, and excuse me if I hack in this video. Have been under the weather. So, bottom of the deck, solar plexus chakra energy. We'll shuffle, we'll get started, we'll see what comes out regarding his shirt and the involvement of the homeless population of Nashville in his disappearance. Okay. Deception and envy in reverse. Throat chakra. So the shirt, I feel like that person was telling the truth. That homeless person was wearing a shirt that was similar to Riley's, but wasn't his. Love begins in reverse. Deception and envy. This makes me feel like the homeless don't have anything to do with this. Foundation and achievements in reverse. Deception and envy. You know what this makes me feel like? That You know what I think? This makes me feel like they're telling us that Riley didn't go back to the hotel. But I'm thinking that he may have. And I feel like the water, him going in the water is also a lie. Like, I feel like he may have gone back to his hotel. Like his parents have been saying, like, how does a person just up and disappear in thin air? It's impossible. In this day and age of technology and cameras, he's nowhere to be found. Patients in reverse. They've dragged the river apparently. And he's not in there. Patients in reverse. Financial and material changes in reverse. It's like they couldn't wait. They had to do it. I'm wondering if, like, Riley knew something that was, like, knew something maybe that he shouldn't have known. Rest and rejuvenate. Positive movement forward. Yeah, I don't think he stopped moving. They're saying that he stopped moving. But I don't think he did. I think he kept going. I think that we might be being told some fibs. The hotel surveillance where he was staying needs to be reviewed. I think he went back to the hotel. Or he was taken back to the hotel. I think taken back to the hotel is the proper terminology or word. Positive movement forward. Power. Yeah, taken back to the hotel. Against his will. And then what happened? Memories of love, positive movement forward. I'm telling you, like, I believe this has something to do with his fraternity. Passion ignited in reverse, memories of love in reverse. This has something to do with like it's like romance gone wrong. Like I think this has to do with like that and like people you thought were your friends are not your friends. One more cut and then I'm going to start pulling. Throat chakra in reverse. Deception and envy in reverse. I think the thing about this shirt is definitely the truth. Riley's things scattered over the city. Power. Yeah. I think that, yeah, I don't think, financial and material changes in reverse, discontent and boredom. It's about like things staying the same, especially when it comes to money. There's something that Riley was doing that I think was frowned upon. Let's say that much. Memories, I don't know why this keeps coming up. Memories of love in reverse. Alright, let's pull. Harmony. Stand your ground in reverse. Something funky, like triumphant success in reverse and passion ignited in reverse. That just made me feel like that it was a harebrained scheme, like a not well thought through event, I guess you could say. Like whoever put this plan together didn't think it through, because I don't think they were that invested. The waiting game. Bottom of the deck. Disruption. I personally feel like Riley leaving that bar was like not planned for. He wasn't supposed to leave the bar. I'm almost wondering if he caused that issue. I keep feeling like that he caused the problem so he could get out of there. Firm foundation. Material harvest. Fulfillment of wishes. Something about Riley knowing something. Memories of love. It's like everything was fine at the start of the evening. Fertility. Recognition and reward. I feel like this story about the homeless is a distraction. Solar plexus chakra. Emotional withdrawal. Accelerated motion. Like, I feel like the homeless aspect of this story is like a wild card, like a it's like they just happen, you know what I mean? Like they just happen to be involved, not planned for. Positive movement forward. These cards make me feel like Riley was running from that bar. And like he's on video running, obviously. But something, I'm telling you, something happened in that bar that made him run. And there's the feeling here of like, I can make it. Balance. I feel like there was there's like serious like deception happening. Like I feel like he was tricked. I feel like something was like, looked like it was gonna happen, and then it's like they pulled the wool out from underneath him. And we're like, now you have to pay. Spiritual union. And I think he booked it. And then I feel like he thought he got away or was getting away, and then he was seen and they scooped him up. And that was the end. There's something here about fake romance or a fake relationship. It could also be like fake, like a fake, or like being propositioned and refusing. I don't think the homeless have anything to do with it. I feel like Riley's belongings, I feel like I feel like the woman that saw the shirt was telling the truth, but the way that the person got the shirt is a lie. That's what I feel like. Patience. Yeah. I'm telling you. Foundation and achievements. Something happened at the hotel. Choose wisely. Yeah, to me this is like, which direction am I going to go? Right? I feel like he thought he was getting away. But then someone saw him and grabbed him. And it happened fast. And yeah. Light. I feel like Riley was, I'm telling you, Riley was tricked. Like, I feel like he was in that position under false pretenses. But I feel like he thought he was safe. Like, I feel like he thought he could get out of it, or look at that, trapped in fear. telling you, I think something happened at his hotel. Throat chakra. Choose wisely. This is giving me that video that they showed about him speaking to the police officer. This is giving me these, like, when I look at these cards, I think of that video. I'm thinking that's who snatched him up. I think that's who snatched him up. Yeah. Triumph. Like, I'll say this. Something was going on within the group that he was with that was shady. But I feel like Riley went on that trip thinking that he was safe. But he wasn't safe. And when he realized it, he booked it. Like, if he was like, I feel like he was apprehensive the whole time. But he thought, well, I'm with this group of people. Surely, I should be safe. So I can go. But he was like apprehensive. And then he had the realization and he freaking booked it. Like, he realized, I'm not safe here. And he booked it. Look at that. Rest and rejuvenate. To me, this is the hotel energy. It's like, that's why he was down there in that area, because the hotel was not, he did not consider the hotel to be a safe place for him. That's why he went in the wrong direction. I feel like he just like happened to end up where the homeless people conjugate. Yeah, you know what I mean. Where they meet, live, get together, so and so forth. Yeah. But it was, yeah. Yes, I'm telling you, something happened with this fraternity. And he felt like the hotel was not a safe place for him to be. And that's why he was down there. Yeah, it's like everything was going fine, and then it's like the carpet was pulled out from under him. Things changed. And he was trying to freaking find a solution, and that's why he was down there. Because he couldn't go back to the hotel. Conflict and defeat. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you listen to Riley talk on that video, he was hesitant. And I mean, and everyone's like, oh, well, it's a cop, right? Everyone's afraid of the cops, right? I'm telling you, this is different. This is not like, I feel like this was not like the general discomfort, that everyone feels when speaking to law enforcement. This was freaking different. And that's why he's like, hello, you know what I'm saying? Because he was afraid. He didn't know who he could trust. And he couldn't trust them or him. Or I feel like there's more than one. There's more than one than there's more than one police officer in that area at that moment. Let's just say that. When Riley was walking down there, he felt a bit safer, I'll say that. But then he got recognized. And they scooped him up. Yeah. Him getting out of that bar was not part of the plan. I'm telling you that right now. The feeling I get is like when he left that bar, the big guns came out. There's something going on. There's something going on in that fraternity. It was like something was happening that wasn't agreed upon. But the feeling I get is like, why do they care? Excuse me. Riley was a senior. He was done. Like, he was graduating. He was graduating. There's something happening that wasn't approved of either by Riley or the group, and they had to make it right. And at some point, it was made known that there was a problem, and it was being fixed. I feel like at that moment, Riley booked it. And the reason why he didn't go back to the hotel was not because he was intoxicated and messed up. It was because he couldn't. He wasn't safe there. Look at this picture. It's like the woods. That's where he feels safe. But like, he thought he got away, right? Like I feel like he wasn't seeing anybody, right? And then, boom, he got recognized. And they scooped him up. And that's that, right? Choose wisely who you speak to, because there's conflict and defeat. I don't think the homeless had anything to do with this crime. I don't think he was robbed. My gut feeling is that it looks like he was robbed, right? The shirt, the card, the missing the missing Apple Watch and phone. But I don't think that's the case. Something happened. The waiting game. The plan did not go as planned. The feeling I got from the first reading was like someone gave him something, but he didn't react physically like he was supposed to. Like his body didn't like process it as intended or as expected. Like I said in my first reading, the plan was to go back to the hotel, but he didn't respond correctly, and then he realized something was wrong and he frickin' booked it. And I know, like when I was saying in the first reading, when he fell, he was like in a panic, but like at the same time, he was trying to convince himself, like, no, this is not happening. No, this is not happening. I think he was still kind of in that, mindset down by that river. But you know what? My last vision of him was sitting down, leaned against an asphalt like wall, like a wall that looks like pavement kind of. I think that was when he got scooped up. I feel like he may have realized, like, I'm done. I'm still under the... Basically what happened is a cluster, you know what. It's a plan that went awry. And I feel like what we see after is like a haphazard cleanup. Anyways, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to do a couple more readings. Like I want to dig a little bit deeper into like, what is the issue here? Like there was something going on in this fraternity that either they didn't like or he didn't like. I mean, I'm not quite sure what it is. Like, I want to know if it's like, the feeling I get is like it's personal. Like it's someone within the fraternity had a personal thing against him, but then once he left the bar, that's when like the fraternity itself stepped into the picture. Get what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna stop there and leave your comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.